Hello, my name is Jill and I welcome you to Sparkle and Flair how-to tutorials. Hello, today we're going to show you how to attach a wire guardian with a crimp bead to one end of this wire and a clamshell with a crimp bead to the other end of the wire, giving you a choice of which you prefer to use in your projects. We're going to start with the wire guardian. And the wire guardian or wire protector is a horseshoe-shaped piece of metal. And you're going to need to add a crimp bead first if you're putting the wire guardian on. The crimp bead I'm using is a 2mm crimp bead. And you slide the crimp bead onto the wire and then pick up the guardian. Take the wire on one side, over the top and back down into the other side. So the wire sits nicely into the groove at the top of the guardian. Your crimp bead then slides up over both pieces of wire. Take it close to the guardian as you can, and using chain nose pliers, press that crimp bead flat. That is now holding your wire secure. Then slide up some beads to cover over the tail end of wire, so that's not going to be poking into you. Like this. And then we'll go on to the other end where we'll add the clamshell. That's the finish you get with the wire guardian. The clamshell needs to be added so that you're going through the bottom of the clamshell first, because it's going to actually close up and go around your crimp bead. So whereas we put the crimp bead on first with the guardian, this time we're going to put it on second after the clamshell. So the wire goes up through the base of the clamshell, through that groove at the bottom there, on the hinged part. That slides down to your beads. Then we pick up the 2mm crimp bead and, forming a bit of a loop, we're going to take our end back through the crimp bead, so both pieces of wire are going into it. Take that tail back into the gap of the clamshell, so they're both going through here, and back through a few of your beads. Now I want to slide down the wire so your beads are nice and snug on your bracelet. You want to get the loop as close into the crimp bead as you can. So we're pulling on where it's come out of the beads, just pull on that tail end of wire and just pull it gently till it's close to the top of the crimp. Then with the pliers, you take them into the clamshell and you squeeze the crimp bead closed. The wire is now secure. Using your fingers, gently close the clamshell into its upright position and then reinforce that closure with your pliers. Now don't overpress with your pliers, because you can actually then splay the two halves of the clamshell. Firmly but gently to secure. The tail end of the wire gets cut off and you'll find that you have a completely different finish with the clamshell, where it hides the crimp bead as opposed to the wire guardian with the crimp beads on show. You can actually use a crimp cover if you didn't particularly want your crimp bead to be shown. Thank you for watching.